Did you know that just stopping your regular walking for a few days can make your legs weaken faster than you'd ever imagine? 3 to 4 days of lying in bed or sitting too much, it sounds trivial, but that short amount of time is enough to trigger muscle loss in your legs, known as atrophy. When your muscles shrink, you'll find it harder to stand up, you'll walk slower, and even stepping down a staircase might make you feel shaky. And the scariest part? Once you get weaker, you're more likely to fall. And after one fall, that fear often stops you from walking again. This vicious cycle keeps repeating, gradually robbing your legs of strength. Have you ever noticed that in yourself? That after just a few days of rest, standing up feels heavier and slower than before? I've seen many people regain their confidence and walk strongly again, but I've also witnessed far too many who, by skipping exercise just once, slowly lost their ability to walk on their own. One of the patients I'll never forget is Mrs. Mary, 67, from Florida. She used to be a teacher, active and lively. One morning, she slipped in the bathroom. No broken bones, just a mild pain. But that fall scared her. She started sitting more, avoided walking long distances, and within just a week, her legs trembled and standing up became so difficult she had to lean against the wall. When I visited her, she told me something I'll never forget. "Doug, I'm afraid that one day I won't be able to stand up on my own anymore." That sentence has stayed with me for years because I know there are millions of people living with that same fear. Do you ever feel that way too? Afraid that one day you might not walk as steadily as before? If so, I want you to know there is still hope. I'm not going to tell you about complicated exercises or unrealistic routines. Instead, today I'll show you 3 of the simplest, safest, and most effective exercises designed specifically for older adults, especially those who feel weak, have poor balance, or fear falling. I've used these exercises for decades in my therapy sessions, and the results have always been remarkable. You don't need any equipment or a gym, just a chair, a small corner in your home, and 5 to 10 minutes a day. The most important thing is this: you must start, even with the smallest movement. Strength doesn't come from doing a lot. It comes from doing a little every day without giving up. So, are you ready to wake your legs up again? Before we begin the exercises, I want you to take a few seconds to reflect. Close your eyes and imagine you're walking down the small path in front of your home. The sky is clear, the breeze is gentle, you don't need a cane, you don't need anyone's help. It's just you walking freely on your own strong legs. How does that feel? Freeing, isn't it? Precious too. Then don't let that image remain just a dream. You can make it real, starting today. If you're watching this video and truly want to strengthen your legs, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, press like, and type 1 in the comments so I know you're walking this journey of recovery together with me. And now let's begin with the very first exercise, the simplest one, yet the foundation of every leg movement. This exercise helps awaken dormant muscles, improve blood circulation, and restore strength in just a few days. Would you like to know what this exercise is and why just 10 repetitions can completely change how your legs feel each morning when you wake up? Let's move on to the next part, the seated ankle pump.
Exercise 1. Seated ankle pumps. When leg muscles become weak, most people think they need to do intense workouts, squats, standing exercises, or toe raises to regain strength. But the truth is different. Sometimes the most important exercise begins right from your feet. Every movement of your legs starts at the ankles, the control center of flexibility and circulation for the entire lower body. Have you ever noticed that when you sit for too long, your feet start to feel numb or cold? That's because your blood isn't flowing properly. And when blood doesn't reach the muscles, they begin to weaken. That's why our first exercise, the seated ankle pump, is the very first step to wake up your body from its roots. Here's how to do it. Sit on a chair with both feet flat on the floor, your back straight, and your hands resting gently on your thighs for balance. Then slowly lift your toes as high as you can, lower them down, lift your heels, and lower again. Imagine you're pumping blood from your feet back up to your heart, gently, rhythmically, and smoothly. When you lift your toes, the muscles in the front of your shins activate. When you lift your heels, your calf muscles engage. And this alternating movement boosts blood circulation, helping your muscles receive more oxygen and regain strength. Can you feel your muscles waking up? If you're just starting out, begin with 10 repetitions for each foot. Don't rush. Remember, speed doesn't matter. Consistency does. As you get used to it, you can increase to 3 sets of 20 repetitions. You can do this while watching TV, talking on the phone, or even during a short break. This exercise is so gentle that almost anyone can do it. But if you keep at it daily, within a week, you'll notice it's easier to stand up, you'll walk faster, and that tingling or numb feeling in your legs will noticeably fade. I often tell my patients, if you don't know where to start, start by lifting your toes. Because that small movement is the first signal to your body that you're ready to recover. And I want you to remember this. No one is too weak to begin, only those who never begin at all. You can grow older, but your body still has the power to adapt, to strengthen itself each day, if you give it the chance. And once you've gotten used to this exercise, your muscles will be ready for the next step, a standing exercise that's just as gentle, yet even more powerful. It will improve your balance, strengthen your calves, and make your legs feel alive again. Do you want to know what that exercise is and why it can help you walk more steadily after just a few days of practice? Stay with me, because in the next section, I'll guide you through exercise number 2, standing calf raises.
Exercise 2, standing calf raises. Once you've gotten used to the ankle pumps and can feel your legs warming up each morning, it's time to take things up a notch with the standing calf raise. This exercise activates your calf muscles, the 2 powerful springs that support your entire body. Did you know that these small muscles alone bear over 90% of your body weight when you stand? And when they weaken, every step becomes heavier, slower, and even more dangerous because of balance loss. Have you ever noticed yourself walking slower than before, or needing to hold on to furniture just to keep from falling? If so, this exercise is exactly what you need. Here's how it helps you regain your strength. Stand tall with your feet shoulder-width apart. In front of you, place a sturdy support. It could be the back of a chair, a kitchen counter, or a sink edge. Rest your hands lightly on it for balance, without pressing your weight down. Now slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto the balls of your feet, then gently lower them back down. When you lift, imagine you're raising your entire body off the ground. When you lower, let your legs absorb your weight softly and smoothly. Don't rush, move slowly and with control. Can you feel your calves warming up, coming alive as they work? At the beginning, you can start with 2 sets of 5 to 10 repetitions. Later, gradually increase to 3 sets of 20. The key isn't how many you do, but how consistently you do them. Just like learning to walk as a child, every small step brings you closer to stability. If you need a break, take one. If your muscles feel tired, sit down, take a few deep breaths, then continue. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. All that matters is that today, you're stronger than yesterday. Would you agree that sometimes, just one small daily change can lead to big results over time? There's one important note. Don't try to hold the highest tiptoe position for too long. Some people think that staying up longer builds more strength, but that only causes stiffness and fatigue. What your body needs is rhythmic, gentle motion. Let your body breathe with the exercise. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower. Keep it smooth and steady. After a few days, you'll notice the difference. Your legs will feel more energized, your steps lighter, and most importantly, your fear of losing balance will begin to fade. And once your legs become strong enough to bear your weight and keep you steady, we'll move on to the third exercise, the most challenging, yet also the most transformative. This next movement doesn't just strengthen your thighs and hips, it restores your natural ability to stand up and sit down, something many people believe they've lost forever. Would you like to know how, with just a chair and a few pillows, you can turn standing up into a full-body recovery exercise? Then don't look away, because up next is the most important part: pillow chair squats.
Exercise 3. Pillow chair squats. Now that you've mastered the ankle pumps and standing calf raises, it's time to move on to the most important exercise, the pillow chair squat. It may sound simple, but this exercise is the key to restoring your independence, your ability to stand up from a chair on your own, to step outside, and to re-engage fully with life. I often tell my patients, the moment you can stand up by yourself, it's not just an exercise, it's a victory. Do you remember the last time you stood up without needing to hold on to anything? Let's begin. Prepare a sturdy chair with a backrest and 1 or 2 soft pillows. Place the pillows on the seat to make the movement shallower, making it safer and easier at first. Now, sit upright with your feet shoulder-width apart, flat on the floor. Place your hands lightly on the edge of the chair. Take a deep breath in, then slowly push yourself up using the strength of your thighs and hips, not your arms. Once you're standing tall, exhale gently, then sit back down slowly and with control, avoiding any hard drop onto the chair. If it feels too difficult, you can use your hands slightly for support, but your ultimate goal is to be able to stand up and sit down using only your leg strength. In the beginning, 5 to 10 repetitions are enough. As you grow stronger, increase to 3 sets of 10. Don't overexert yourself. Allow your body time to adapt. Each time you stand up, you're activating your thigh, hip, and core muscles. These are the very muscles that maintain your balance and mobility. When they strengthen, you'll find yourself walking faster, climbing stairs more easily, and most importantly, feeling more confident every time you rise. Have you noticed that sometimes what we truly need isn't just an exercise, but the empowering feeling of, I can do this? What's even more fascinating is that this exercise doesn't just strengthen your body, it stimulates your brain. When you stand up, your brain must coordinate multiple muscle groups at once, maintain balance, regulate breathing, and control motion. Each repetition is not only physical training, but also brain training, sharpening reflexes, improving coordination, and reducing the risk of falls. Studies have shown that elderly adults who regularly practice sit-to-stand exercises not only maintain better balance, but also experience less cognitive decline. Isn't it remarkable that such a simple movement can deliver so many powerful benefits? I know there will be days when you feel tired, or when it seems like you're not making any progress. But remember, recovery is not a straight line. Some days you'll feel stronger, some days weaker, and that's perfectly normal. What matters most is that you don't give up, because your body has its own kind of memory. Every time you stand up, every time you lift your legs, it records a message, yes, I can still do this. And little by little, your legs will recover, not only through strength, but through belief.
Now, try it yourself. Place a pillow on your chair, sit down, and then stand up, slowly. Feel each movement. Let your legs speak to you, saying, I'm still strong. Can you feel it, that sense of your legs coming alive again, ready to carry you farther, steadier, stronger?
If you practice all 3 exercises, the ankle pumps, standing calf raises, and pillow chair squats once a day, just for a few weeks, you'll notice a real difference. You'll no longer fear falling, no longer tremble when walking. Instead, you'll move with confidence, with strength, and with joy in being able to move freely on your own. But there's one very important thing. Do these exercises only once a day. Your body needs time to recover and rebuild. If you overtrain, your muscles will tire out and your progress will slow down. Train less, but do it consistently. That's the key. Because your body doesn't grow stronger while you're exercising. It grows stronger while you rest. Give your muscles time to rebuild themselves. And if one day you feel discouraged, remember Mrs. Linda, the woman who once couldn't even stand up from her chair, but who can now walk around her home, water her plants, cook meals, and smile brightly again. Always remember, health doesn't come from youth, it comes from perseverance. Are you ready to become a stronger version of yourself? If you found these 3 exercises helpful, please like this video and share it with friends or loved ones who are struggling with mobility. And don't forget to hit subscribe to receive more lessons that will help you keep your legs strong, your heart steady, and your spirit young. Thank you for training with me today. I'm Doug, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore more ways for older adults to stay strong and independent every single day.